Hello, I'm the Indigo Warrior, and this is your Capricorn Aquarius Cusp Angel Horoscope for the month of September 2017. Before I start with your reading, guys, I have a couple of announcements to make, if that is okay. The first announcement is that your video this month is being filmed upon a tripod. So bear with me with the angles and stuff. It will be fixed soon, hopefully. And the second announcement, guys, that I'd like to make is that there is a new Facebook page up and running, available. I have not kept it updated for a little while, but that will be solved soon, and hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll be able to get a daily, weekly and monthly card from the angels again as well. Okay, let's start with your reading, guys. For the month of September, the first card that you guys have is a situation has ended and you're finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow and put the past behind you. It's the Ten of Michael. Okay. So what I kind of get, guys, is that there's something that you've been worried about perhaps from last month, that you're worried that it's going to sort of impact your future. It's going to impact sort of where you are now as a person. What I feel like the angels sort of bring through is that it's a clear sign that this situation has now finished. It's not going to carry on unless you personally cause a reaction or chain reaction of events, and then obviously it's going to then happen. But the situation is not supposed to happen now. So just try and leave this situation in the past, I kind of feel. But you are generally free now. You can have, I feel like some of you can have many opportunities that may be more available to you now because you have closed that door. But you need to leave the past in the past. So I kind of feel like, guys, that perhaps, that fear-based energy, that worrying perhaps needs to be put aside, and you will be able to move on in a more positive and free way. Okay, the second card, guys, that you have is you are loved. So some of you may feel a little bit sort of uneasy because there's been a lot of changes perhaps that have gone on, especially there's going to be a lot of changes, actually, I feel, mainly for the beginning. So what I kind of get is that some of you might need to reach out to others and, see what support you do have in your life. However, if that is not the case for some of you, then, the angels sort of bringing this card forward to go, it's okay, you're not alone, we are here, we want to help. So just remember that, when you feel alone, anybody, when they feel alone, they're not actually alone, because you're being looked after, you're being, cared for, and you're being listened to and guided to do what it is, that would make you more happy and lovable, and for you to be able to love yourself as well. Okay, next card, guys. You have is children. Okay, so there is a prayer on this card for Dear Archangel Raphael. Thank you for helping me to help children. Okay, so some of you guys could be working in, the care professions, when you sort of, when you look after children. Some of you could be thinking about adoption. And some of you could be newly sort of parents as such, or you've become a parent again. Might be your second or third child, I kind of feel. What I kind of feel like what the angels sort of bring through for this is that, your sort of your strength and your amazing love and kindness that you have towards children is being rewarded. You are going to have more opportunities. Like, for instance, if some of you have been a bit upset and a bit worried that you can't take your child out to, for a day trip, perhaps money issues been sort of in the question. However, I feel like this is now going to change, and you probably will come into probably a little bit of money where you'll be able to take your child or a child out for a day trip. that applies to you. I also get the sense that if you have been trying for children, that this is the perfect time now to try again, because I feel like, you know, fertility and things like that are going to be sort of heightened, and you will be able to, you know, push through this, and I reckon that you will be able to have, you know, an amazing experience this way. Okay, but no, I feel like children as well, it's also something to be sort of pay attention to this month, because children obviously have many lessons and many things that they can teach, you know, us adults. So, you know, just try and sort of pay attention to what children are in your life at the moment, and, you know, and sort of pay attention to what they are doing, you know, things like that. This also could be as well for try and sort of release that inner child of yours. So try and look at things more in a childish-like way. And I feel like this will be the path to success this month. So just pay attention to that, okay? And any unresolved issues towards with children. So if you're a parent and you've got an issue just sort of going on with your child this month at the beginning, then I feel like all issues will be resolved. They have been heard, and it will be resolved very soon. Okay, next card, guys, we have his parents. So isn't that interesting? The one card we had was children, now we've got parents. So this is the divine truth, is that your parents internally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother or father. Okay, this to me is a very strong indication, guys, that some of you are having some, you know, severe sort of conflict, some aggravation perhaps, to do with your family. This could be that you are indeed a parent yourself and you're struggling, you know, with your children, but this could also be the fact of, as a child yourself, you're struggling with your parents. Now, it doesn't matter what age you are, you're still a child to a certain degree when it comes to your parents. Obviously, they raised you, you know, or sometimes not, but they are your sort of figure in life to sort of, you know, they're you know, some people have issues with their parents. So what I kind of get is that this could be a perfect month to resolve conflicts to do with your parents if you have some issues with your parents. This is also a good time to settle out any differences and to, you know, try and move forward in a positive way regarding, you know, family relationships of anything. Okay. This could also indicate, that there could be a conflict around this time as well. So just pay attention to the sort of the signs and the sort of things, and try and stay as positive as possible. Okay, next card we have is the Healer of Emotions. So this is a time to follow your heart and feel the fullness of your emotions. You may feel so compelled to nurture others that you forget to care for yourself. Flashes of intuition provide you with incredible insights. You or another person is kind, tender-hearted, loving, and a trustworthy friend. Okay, let me see if I can just pick up some more from this card. Okay, there's going to be a lot of connections with people this month. I kind of sense is that you know, there's going to be a lot of sort of emotions flying all over the place. There's going to be a lot of sort of conflicts that may occur or have occurred that you've brought through. That might be why Archangel Michael brought through that the situation has actually ended. And obviously I did feel that some of you could have, you know, carried this on, and that would be purely you carrying this on. So I feel like that if that is the case, then maybe some work needs to be done to sort of release certain things. So perhaps do some healing, maybe ask Archangel Raphael to, you know, provide some healing that needs to be sort of in place here. But some of you are going to be very highly intuitive, and some of you are highly intuitive Capricorn, Aquarius, Cusp. So what I kind of feel is that you know, you're gonna one day sort of know what the answer is. I say one day, but you know, at the beginning of this month, you're gonna wake up, I feel, and you're gonna go, ha, that is what the answer is, and that'll be your intuition sort of coming through, sort of, you know, helping you with the situation. It's also a very good month, I feel, already, guys, for sorting out conflicts with others. So if there has been any sort of miscommunication, anything to do with, you know, family problems, perhaps family drama, perhaps, that may have been carried over from the last month, that it's pretty good time, guys, to be able to, you know, resolve anything to a sort of a safe and comfortable place. Okay. Next, we have, for the end of the beginning, we have gratitude. So what I feel like the Zadkiel brings through with gratitude is, you know, look around what you do have in your life at this present moment. And I'm sure that there'll be the smallest little things that you haven't noticed for a while, and you'll be like really, really thankful to have these blessings, have these things that are in your life. It's also a card to sort of pay attention to. Don't overspend your money as well. I kind of get that sense today, is don't overspend money. Because you might need that, you know, that £5 or that, you know, $1 or whatever, you know, you might need that money for something else this month or perhaps in the future months. So I feel like just be careful with how you do spend and perhaps save your money as well. And just be thankful for what you do have in your life at this present moment in time. If there's things that are going on, perhaps in your, you know, your family or your social circle or something like that, or perhaps both, then just look around you. Take that quiet space around you and sort of look, see what you have got in your life. See if there's anything that could, like, you know, make you feel a bit more happier, a bit more content, perhaps. And I feel like marvellous new ideas are sort of on their way. So let's see, for the middle of the month, guys, we have the 9 of Raphael, so make a wish, dreams become reality, and a joyful time of life. Okay, so what I kind of get for what Raphael's sort of bringing through here is, you know, if you really want something, you know, then please make a wish. You know, the angels will hopefully be able to, you know, give you some signs and stuff like that as well. Dreams become a reality as well. So if you generally have been, you know, calling out, kind of get that sense, calling out for the angels, universe, or whoever you believe in to listen and to sort of go, well, what do I do next? You know, and things like that. I feel like that, you know, things are going to sort of quicken up a little bit. Things are sort of going to go, well, there's going to be so many more opportunities available to you around this time, and you're going to, you know, excel. And I feel like this is going to be, you know, a really happy experience, and you're going to be sort of very sort of like, wow, so much is going on. This is amazing. You know, I feel so happy, and things like that. Okay. Next card we have for you is share your wisdom. So this is a card I kind of feel that what the angels sort of bring through with this card is that, you know, pay attention to what you know. So for instance, if somebody around you needs some help, if somebody else around you wants some advice, you would be the perfect person this month to be able to, you know, speak to that person, aid them into, you know, whatever direction they need to go into. You're going to be sort of the voice of reason, I kind of feel as well, and it's perfect time to, you know, think back to what you have learnt yourself, and if somebody else could benefit from that lesson, then perhaps, you know, share your wisdom in that way. I feel like this is definitely a time not to keep quiet. So if you do know some information that could benefit somebody else, then please, you know, go for it. And, you know, and you never know, it might open some more doors and opportunities for you as well. Okay, next card, guys, we have is alternative medicine. So this is, there's a prayer here for Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to the ideal healing treatment modality and for giving me clear signs and messages to validate the best path for my well-being. Okay, some of you guys, you know, you I feel like are so busy. There's going to be so much going on. There's a lot of drama perhaps that are in sort of in the background. That you're sort of worrying a little bit about. So perhaps some of you, you know, you know, it's been taking a toll on your sort of your health. And I feel like what Raphael's sort of bringing through here is, you know, is that if you don't have time perhaps to go to see a doctor or, you know, or a physician or something like that, but you feel like something's wrong, then perhaps do some meditation, do some prayer, because I feel like this could be a very beneficial way for you to, you know, work out what sort of your body is telling you. Is there something perhaps, you know, if you've been caught having bad back pain, have you got stomach problems, you know, have you just got this weird sort of, you know, pain that's just come out from nowhere? Kind of get that sense that perhaps, you know, instead, if you don't have the time perhaps, or you don't agree with doctors, then, you know, perhaps take that time and see if your body can tell you what actually the issue is that is going on and what is wrong, because your body is quite sensitive and it's quite sort of well, it's very capable of telling you what actually the issue is. So just perhaps think about that and sort of take some quiet time to perhaps connect with yourself and connect with the universe, the angels, or whoever you believe in, to see if you can work out an alternative way to, you know, fit around your busy schedule and to, you know, heal those sort of pains and those aches and pains as such. Oh, okay, next card, guys, that you have is vegetarian, vegan. So this is quite a self-explanatory card in numerous of different ways. So let me see if I can get the message for you. So this is obviously a fresh organic fruits and vegetables give you a boost of high life energy. Sorry, excuse me, which elevates your spiritual frequency. So what I kind of get from vegetarian, vegan for you is, you know, perhaps some of you guys have been, you know, concerned about what your body is intaking. I get that sense. You don't actually have to be a vegetarian or vegan to get this card, and you don't have to, you know, want to be a vegetarian or vegan to have this card either. This is sort of what I feel like a suggestion for some of you, is that if you have perhaps have some weird occurrences when it comes to food, and, you know, your body sort of, you know, makes you go to the toilet for a while, for instance, some of you, and you sort of have a lot of pain as such. Well, I kind of feel like this could be food related. So if this is the case for you, then pay attention to what you are actually intaking. Perhaps you're overindulging on certain foods, perhaps you're not eating enough types of foods, so perhaps you you know, pay attention to what your food intake is, and I'm sure, you know, you'll figure that one out. I also find this very interesting as it is right next to alternative medicine, sorry. So, you know, pay attention, because the issues you might be having, so if you have had stomach aches, and, you know, you're on the toilet quite a lot, then perhaps pay attention to what it is that you are eating. I get that sense. Okay, next card we have is it's time for you to step up and be a leader. Your natural leadership skills are being called into action. This is your moment in the sun, so move into the light and shine for all to see. This card is also about a person who has charisma, is inspiring, enjoys a challenge and loves the spotlight. Okay, I have picked up Leo. Actually, so some of you guys could have a Leo in your life that needs some validation and some of your expert advice. So we did have obviously share your wisdom earlier as well. So what I kind of feel like is that this Leo could benefit from, you know, something that you can tell them, and perhaps some of you have not been able to really communicate with this Leo for a while. I kind of get that sense. So maybe it's time now to, you know, take that spotlight, go center stage as such, and sort of, you know, don't confront this person, but sort of, you know, see if this person will communicate with you, and see if you can, you know, solve some issues that may have been going on for them, because your wisdom is needed now. Okay, that's what I get from that one. Okay, so then the last one for the middle of the month, guys, is you have Serenity for Samuel. So what I kind of feel like what Shamiel sort of bringing through here for you is, you know, stay strong to what your convictions are. Stay strong to your truest beliefs. Stay strong to what is correct and what is the truth for you. So I know that for what we've seemed to have here is that, you know, some of you are going to have a lot of conflicts, you know, or some of you are dealing with the aftermath of conflicts to do with parents, you know, your children, or a bit of both, you know, the family issues, you know, family issues. Some of you are really hard, like dealing with these family issues, and it, you know, just stay true to what you believe. You know, if someone's not listening to you, and someone's not agreeing with you, that doesn't necessarily mean that they are wrong for doing so. It just means that they're not on the same page as you, and that is okay. So just sort of remove yourself if you need to remove yourself. Allow yourself to know that what it is that you truly believe is truth to you, and you should be fine. I kind of get that sense. Okay. So just remember what your morals, your convictions are, you know, what you believe, and you should be fine. Okay, at the end of the month, guys, we have the 7 of Raphael. So time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action, and a need for detoxification. Okay, so there's going to be quite a lot that you're going to sort of be, you know, I feel like, you know, there's this spotlight sort of thing to do with this Leo, that you needed to be in the spotlight for the Leo. And I kind of feel like this has come back again now. So, you know, so perhaps, for instance, there has been some, you know, conflicts perhaps with this Leo. Like this Leo could be a member of your family, or it could be someone like a friend or something like that. And it's very important, I feel, to, you know, come up with a compromise, a healthy sort of, you know, balance as such, merge viewpoints together. But it's also the time now as well to make a decision that you have been procrastinating about. And I feel like, you know, there might be some differing opinions that you've got going round and round and round in your head. So this is why I feel like Shamiel as well brought it to your attention to stay true to what your beliefs are. So if you're sort of weighing up two things, or, you know, a few things, you might have multiple balls juggling around in the air, you know, is to, you know, pay attention to what is the most truthful thing to you. So what would mean sort of what sort of decision would be right for you, and that's how you can make that decision, is to work out where you stand on each of these different points, different beliefs, you know, and things like that. And I'm sure that you will excel wonderfully at this. And obviously this is also to help, you know, be clear on what you do want as well. So just be clear as well. So once you've come to that analysis, if people are going to come at you as such, I kind of get that sense and go, why did you do this? Why do you believe this? What do you know? And why? Is be clear to people around you that this is what I believe. You know, this is what I believe, and I'm sorry that you don't believe that. Something like that, I feel. And obviously they have mentioned the need for detoxification as well. And obviously we did have the vegetarian vegan card and the alternative medicine as well. So just pay attention to your health a little bit. And I feel like this could be, you know, what you're consuming. So it could be food, it could be drink, you know. So just pay attention to what it is that you're putting into your body as such. Could you be a little bit more healthier? You know, are you being a little bit too overboard with the healthiness? You know, sort of just work out what the perfect balance is for your personal body. So just work that one out. Okay. So then we have freedom, which is a positive and beautiful card to have in any reading. So what I kind of feel like, guys, is that, you know, there's going to be sort of the light at the end of the tunnel. As such, you know, you're going to sort of know who you are, know what you want, and you're going to go for whatever it is, you know, this month. And I kind of feel like that, and it's perfect, it's brilliant, you know, after this sort of up and down sort of period, guys, at the end of the month, you know, it feels like you're free, and you feel like, you know, you can conquer the world as such, and you can do anything you set your mind to. If this does not apply to you, then it could be the other way, of that you do need actually more freedom in your life. So this is quite an other people month. Other people could be draining your energy because there's so much conflict, so much drama that's going on. And you need to have that, you know, at least 5 minutes, maybe, I would recommend more than that, but, you know, at least 5 minutes of taking yourself away and sort of recharging and allowing yourself to, you know, live in your highest truth. And you should find, you know, those perfect moments where you do feel happy and safe. Kind of get that sense. Okay, so we've got consultant I can't pronounce this. I'm really sorry. I can't pronounce it for whatever reason. But obviously it's Dear Archangel Raphael, I turn my eating over to you and ask you to guide me to foods and beverages that taste good, are fulfilling, and support my ideal health and weight. Okay, so excuse me, what I kind of picked up as well is that, you know, I've picked up is that you know, this could have been a food related issue. So perhaps around the end of the month you have an opportunity to be able to change the way that you are, sort of your diet as such. You can change what you're eating. You know, there'll be more opportunities for you in this regard. I feel like Archangel Raphael might direct you to, you know, perhaps food places, you know, different places to buy your food, you know, different foods may be around, you know, you might see adverts for different foods and you're like, oh, that looks interesting, that looks nice. I feel like this might be, you know, like Archangel Raphael bringing this information to you. So just pay attention to the signs on your food choices and how you could make your body sort of happier with the types of food that you have. Okay. Next we have is vacuum away fear. So call upon Archangel Michael and Raphael to lift fear-based energy from you, your surroundings, the situation, and everyone involved. Okay. Right. I kind of get the sense that obviously, you know, you guys, you're dealing with, you know, some issues going on, you know, with how your body is reacting. For some of you, this could also be a fear-based energy because there has been some conflict, some drama that I have sensed for you. So, you know, this might be a time to sort of speak up to what you do believe. And if you don't agree with somebody and you've been quiet perhaps for a while, you've just been in the observer sort of point of view, then this might be the time to sort of, you know, speak up. And obviously this can cause a lot of fear if you're not confident enough, or you don't feel confident enough in the situation, or if this person that is causing, you know, the sort of the instigator of the antagonist as such is sort of, you know, causing this trouble. They're not the nicest, you know, they're quite confrontational. You might feel very fearful of this. So what the angels sort of bringing through is that this is your time to speak up. This is your time to step forward, and this is your time to say what it is that you do not agree with and what you want to change. However, obviously there's going to be this fear. So just call upon your angels and call upon Archangel Michael and Raphael to take away this fear-based energy, to make you feel like you've got a lot of courage, you can speak your inner truth, and you can heal anything that is causing some issues as well. So just pay attention. This is the time now, guys. Capricorn, Aquarians, it's your time now to speak your truth and be happy, you know, and trying to resolve any conflicts. Okay. Next we have is the Four of Emotion, for there are wonderful people who wish to help you. Opportunities are being offered to you, but you aren't noticing or trusting the gifts heaven is bestowing upon you. Look around you. Daydreaming or going within is a healthy way to get clarity as long as you act upon your dreams. Okay. Around this time, I kind of sense for you guys is that around this time, you know, I feel like obviously there was this wish made. Obviously here, this card here. So just remember that around this time that you have made a wish. You have asked for things. And the angels have been trying to give you signs that your wish has been, you know, heard as such. And they're trying to sort of give you certain signs to sort of go, this is what's going on, you know, and things like that. But some of you guys are ignoring it. Perhaps you're not doing it intentionally. Perhaps some of you, you know, are in a state of denial. Perhaps some of you could be, you know, sort of deliberately ignoring it as well, but I feel like some of you are not intentionally ignoring this. And what I kind of feel the angels want to sort of bring through, guys, is that, you know, maybe look around your surroundings. Have you noticed anything out of the unusual, perhaps? Has anything happened differently? Has there been different types of synchronicities, perhaps? Have there been different people into your life around this time that you wouldn't have thought that would have wanted to be in your life for whatever reason? I kind of get that sense. Has there been a lot of changes recently that you sort of trying to keep up with, but your heart, you can't keep up with it? Pay attention to these little things, because each of them will probably have an answer in there for you that you may have prayed and asked for some help for. Okay, your last card, guys, for the end of the month is we have Soundophone with Evolution. So this is just a card to remind you guys that everything happens for a reason. Everything works in this sort of, you know, rebirth or sort of, you know, process. You know, we are born, we grow, we get a little bit older, and then we go through this rebirth sort of stage. And this happens over and over and over and over again. It's a continuous cycle that will never sort of stop. And this is how sort of the universe sort of works as such, in a way, is that obviously everything sort of, you know, goes round and round and round, so then we can learn our lessons, we can teach other people, we can help other people, we can obviously learn other things from other people, and, you know, and obviously the angels and, you know, any belief system that you personally believe in, as well as how we can communicate with them. We can see the signs, have synchronicities, deja vu moments, things like that. So just pay attention to, you know, anything along those lines around the end of the month, guys, because there's a lot going on for you around you. I feel that some of you haven't been noticing because you're so sort of boxed in, because there's a lot of drama and a lot of conflict that is going on. Okay, I think that is your reading, guys. Okay, so obviously I am the Indigo Warrior, and obviously I'm new to YouTube, giving readings online, so that might be why, you know, everything's a little bit sort of all over the place, but obviously I just give my readings however they come. If you didn't get a reading, then that's fine. Sometimes it doesn't work like that, so if you didn't, but you really need a reading, then please go and find another reader. Okay, obviously there is a Facebook page up and running, and obviously I'll put the link in the description, or just find my little Facebook symbol on the top of my channel and you'll be directed straight there. Okay, and I hope to see you guys next month. Blessings to you. Goodbye for now. Bye bye.